for the farmer's market, I made... All right, so I ended up getting the Bambu A1 AMS, which is a really good haul together. Howdy, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Ryan, and join me as I take you through another week in my little print farm. As you can see, I've got all of my bins up here. Going to be kind of going through them, seeing what stuff from the festival I need to reprint. I know the first thing, which is what I've been working on, has been dragons, just getting a stock of some small and medium size and some large scale dragons. I've actually got a good bit of the large ones now. So yeah, I'm working on that. I do know there's some snakes I'm gonna have to do. And yeah, past that, I've been... I did have a few orders to fill. I already got those shipped out. Ended up bringing about 5 orders to the AIM mail service, which is where I drop my stuff off. And I even just got an order a few minutes ago for, which I haven't showed it before, but it's kind of a Patriot red, white, and blue cup can koozie. So gonna print that. Luckily, because it's just striped, I just inserted some pauses and I'm able to do it right on the mini right here, which is good because I'm busy with my other printers. Past that, my big focus for this week is really just restocking. I mean, I do have the Gastonia Farmers Market. That will be at the end of this week. It's a smaller market, so I don't really need to go super crazy to restock for it, but just getting my numbers up, especially with the dragons. With some of the eggs, I don't have too many eggs left. I think only 3. So I'm gonna be working on just getting that stuff rebuilt. Pikachu ended up opting, just since it's kind of hidden, ended up opting just to glue that part of the tail back. If it breaks again, then I'll look at reprinting it altogether, but that seems to work for now. So yeah, I mean, this week we're really looking at just restocking. I'd love to get feedback from you guys as to how much product you guys keep on hand in preparation for fairs, festivals, and such. In truth, I kind of just wing it and look, try to get maybe the bins full, but some things I don't, like those items right there, I don't sell as much. So yeah, I'm real curious on what you guys end up doing to make sure that you're stocked good. I mean, obviously you can't overstock because you'll end up selling it at some point. Other than that, I do definitely need to make a filament order. With the money we got from the festival, I'm thinking I'm gonna stock up on the essentials, and then I'm gonna reach out to Zyro, which is a filament company that I really love. This one right here. It's some really good quality filament. Well, I was approached about getting bulk filament ordered for me to where I could get it for substantially cheaper, but I have to have a minimum quantity of, I think, 30 rolls of filament. So I might look at doing that. Just can't really have too much filament, and I did make a good bit from the last festival. Alright, I'll take you guys as we go throughout the week. Howdy, it's Tuesday. Still working on getting all these dragons finished printing. I'm on the last batch now that I'm going to do for right now. Just doing some rose dragons in the... what was the color again? Let's see, that's the Maple Forest. I already did one of the rose dragons, the large size, in the Zyro Afterglow. Looks really good. But I didn't have enough to be able to do the smalls. I'm kind of doing one of each size of the dragons that I offer. Just that way it's an easy way for me to keep track of what dragons. Over on the mini, I have me a crystal egg printing. I used a few different filaments for this one. Should be finished here shortly. And on the P1S, I have me some snakes that are printing, and oh my, I need to clean under there. So, yeah, that's the plan for now. Speaking of the P1S, I was just presented with an opportunity. I wasn't looking to get a fourth printer quite yet. I was kind of thinking another couple months. However, a family member of ours who got into the 3D printing because of, I think because of us. He actually has a P1S with a combo. He's going to be selling his pretty soon due to some reasons. And he has offered for us to purchase it at a good deal. So I think we're going to be going ahead and adding on, which I'll then take the Mini, probably move it over here and shift everything over a little bit. I've kind of mapped it out to where I can get up to 5 printers between all this stuff. And I mean, this is a little bit of a wobble, but on the Mini it'll be fine, but on the bigger printers it won't. But that works because I was actually thinking that the next printer I got was probably going to be the P1S. Nothing wrong with the A1. I just tend to have more issues with it, so I was kind of thinking the P1S. But we'll see. If that works out, I would actually expect it by the end of this video, so I guess you'll find out by the end of the video. Past that, I've just been going through all my filament that I have. I have a good bit, and just kind of restocking on all the prints that I can do out of the filament that I have, just because I've got so much left over. And then I will look at probably placing an order later this week. Otherwise, this is everything that we have so far. Most of the stuff I shouldn't have to reprint. Maybe some more cows, because those are always popular. Probably a few more horses. And maybe some of the wolves, because we did sell a good bit of those at the last festival. And past that, that's probably... Oh, and some of the barnyard owls. Those were a big hit. That's really all that we have left. I don't know if I'll get all that done because it's all multicolor before Saturday when we do the Gastonia Farmers Market, but we'll see. Another thing I've also been working on is with the dragons. So I sell the dragons in 2 options. I sell them in a single color option, which is just using a dual colored or tricolor filament, and it's just much cheaper. Or I do it in a multicolor to where I color the eyes and kind of like how this one is right here, to where it's got the color throughout it. It's just different price. Well, my daughter pointed out that it wouldn't cost that much extra filament for us just to do the eyes, and it only took about 30 more minutes on the print, and I agree with her. Just having the tiny eyes is a huge difference. So I think that's what we're going to be doing. That's what I'm doing on these rose dragons, and that's what I think we're going to be doing going forward. So far, these are the eggs I've been rebuilding. I'm up to 5 mystery eggs and 2 dragon. Gonna try to get up to 10 before the end of this week. And then I'll kind of go from there. Well, that's probably it for today. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Wednesday. Let's take a look at these rose dragons. Man, I like these rose dragons. I mean, they're really pretty, but because of all the roses, it's such a slow print compared to the other ones. So like, this is 20 hours into it, and there's really no multicolor except for the eyes, which is such a small amount. But you know what, I want to have a nice variety. So these will be done in about 5 more hours. Over on the Mini, we have another egg. I'm getting close to being finished printing the eggs. And on the P1S, looks as though the crystal snakes finished. I do definitely like this. At first, I didn't like it, but I do like this marble rainbow filament that I got. I've gotten it from a few different brands. This one was a cheaper brand, Hello 3D. So far, it's been working pretty good. But yeah, it does a great job transitioning, especially when I do some bigger prints. I like to do them. I think it looks good here. So on the A1, and I know I keep complaining about it, I think I'm just gonna suck it up and replace this right here. Once again, which I wasn't even thinking because I had this spot free. I had my weight down here, and this printer's been working perfectly fine until I use that third slot. Now I'm using that third slot. It's jamming every so often, but it's not necessarily this slot that's jamming. Like, it was number one jamming earlier, but it only ends up jamming whenever I'm using this slot, and it's like it's whenever it's transitioning to or out of this one. I don't know. It's strange. The most recent issue was that filament got stuck in the tube, which I don't see how it's related to this. I don't know. I'm baffled. I think I'm just going to end up, towards the end of this week, I'm just going to end up purchasing a replacement for this. I've just been putting it off too long, and I looked up a video. It doesn't look that complex to replace, so it'll just be purchasing it and doing it. But yeah, I mean, have you guys had issues with your AMS? Is it common? Or the AMS Lite, I should say. My other AMS, everything works fine, never had an issue. That's why I'm also excited just for the new printer that I'm going to be getting, which we'll see. I might be getting that either later today or tomorrow. We'll see. But I know this video is probably a lot more boring compared to some of my other ones because I'm really just doing stock up. After this week, I'm probably going to look at doing a few more unique and fancy products. I'm going to try to find another big one to work on. I'm currently thinking a Lego person. I just think that's kind of universally recognized and great. I might just do it about the same size as this one, and kind of go, and I already found a few files for it. But I'll be starting that either next week or the week after. I'd love feedback. If you guys think I should do a different life-size creature that's well recognized. I know someone did mention possibly doing a Labubu. I don't know. I mean, I know that that's a popular thing right now. I wonder if that's just going to be a fad and it will burn out, and I don't feel like investing that much time and effort into it. Yeah. But that's it for today. All right, so I ended up getting the Bambu P1S from my friend. Just got done cleaning it up. Looks like it was pretty taken care of for the most part. Just has a few scratch marks on here. Let's see. Oh no, I can probably scrape that off actually, or clean it off. So I just need to clean it a little bit better. But yeah, so I haven't quite turned it on to see how many print hours it has on it. My theory is it's got maybe a couple hundred, that's it, but we'll see. It did include a AMS as well, which I just got done cleaning it, which I need to clean it a little bit more. Looks like now that I'm looking at it, I didn't do a great job. And he also gave me all of his filament, which is really good haul together because he gave me quite a lot. I think it was 10 or 12 full kilogram rolls. Now some of it was also a little bit looser, and then a bunch of little sampler rolls, which I'll use those for maybe some eggs and such. I also got a few rolls of TPU and whatnot. So I did also get some support for PLA/PETG. I've used this before, but I ended up not using it right and blew through it. Now I know how to actually use it, so I'll be looking forward to actually testing that out. Let's see what other colors I got. Looks like that's a just standard gray. Ooh, that one looks good. That's a pastel. Not sure about this brand, Lovo On. Oh, that's gonna be a pastel rainbow. That'll be pretty good. Oh, standard green. Let's see, standard black, standard white. Ah, some Pet G, nice. I haven't used some Pet G in a bit just because of the color options. Ooh, this one's really nice. This is the burnt titanium. I'm gonna have to really, I've been eyeing this color, so I'll have to really try that one out. This one's actually, which he re-spooled this is actually a TPU. Looks like it's a TPU that transitioned colors. I don't know. I'll have to see. I don't know what the shore hardness is. So, we'll have to test it out. I won't run it through the AMS system, but when I've done the TPU in the past, I've just run it directly into the A1 or A1 Mini. No issues. That's just some standard white. This is a glow-in-the-dark. Oh, it's a rainbow, so the color's going to transition, I guess, in the dark, because it looks fine, normal otherwise. Last time I used glow-in-the-dark, I did get a bit of clogs, so we'll see. I'll test it out. That's another rainbow. Another rainbow. Yeah, it looks like there's quite a few rainbows here. Quite a few miscellaneous colors. I'm just drying them all because he was storing them in the garage. We have another pet. No, that's a TPU, a white TPU that he included. And these are the last two, which was an orange and this is a pretty nice looking blue. A light blue. So yeah, pretty good haul. We'll see. I'm going to go ahead and try to set this up shortly. As for the location, I'm going to set it up, but I'm not going to put it in place yet. I think I'm going to put it here and then move this over to here and kind of shift things over. I think that's the best position that I have for it. That's probably really the only position that I have for it right now, unless I got another table. So yeah, got another one to add, and it's multicolor, so that's a big plus. Good morning. It's Thursday. I've gone ahead and already started a first print. I had a order for a Lego pencil holder, and my other printers are busy, so went ahead and figured I'd test it out, threw it on the floor. That's not where it's going to be staying. I wanted to make sure my other printer's finished. On the A1, looks as though I lost a couple, but we have some tiny little gators that I was working on printing. They look pretty good. I did lose about 6 of them though. That's actually quite a bit, but oh well. On the Mini, this is a item for my daughter. She has a friend's birthday party coming up, and she requested that I print some Labubus for her. So I've got that, and the faces. It's a keychain. Just gonna print them out and give them to her. Just gotta glue them together. And on the P1S, I have some zebras on the right and little orca whales on the left. So that's where we're at for now. Today I'm gonna be moving that printer over to here and then moving that printer over to there. That's what the plan is. Yeah, and then from there, I think I'm gonna print some poop buckets. And because of the size, I'm actually gonna reprint this to have one that just goes behind. I like it right here because I can visibly see it from the front, how full it's getting. I'll just need to get in the habit of making sure that I check it. But yeah, that's what my plan is for today. Good morning. It's Friday. As you can see, last night I started packing up for the farmer's market that we're going to do. Got our bins, our miscellaneous, our supplies, and our other bin over here. Past that, overnight, I had some That was supposed to be brown. Oop, can't get it to focus. Can't get it to focus. There we go. So it was supposed to be muddy pigs, but I mixed up the colors, so it went white instead of brown. So it still works. It's still cute. Although the flamingos now have a brown tinge on them. Yeah. Oh well. We'll see how they do. I didn't even realize that they were that. But yeah, so this is just more of the minis that I'm working on. Got some gators, some flamingos, and such. For here, I've got some of the cows. I'm actually printing the spots in the rainbow filament. It's actually turning out better than I expected. I'm just continuing to use the filament that I was provided with the new printer. And it's actually transitioning pretty good. On the new printer, well, new to me printer, I finally reprinted my sign. I also refixed the boxes, correct the grammar of the pack and egg, and increased the price to $30 because we realized we needed more of an incentive whether you're gonna pack an egg versus the mystery eggs. It was only a $5 difference before, and some people were finding ways to cram it in. On the Mini, I have the top of an egg printing because this egg turned out really beautiful with all the miscellaneous filament. However, when I cracked it off the build plate, the top layer fell off. So it's not going to quite look as good as it would have. But yeah, I needed a top for it. As for orders, I do have to pack 2 orders, and I had to order a new filament for one of them. I ran out of my gradient green for my... Someone had ordered one of the... let's see if I have it around. Yeah. The brick toothbrush / pencil holder. It ran out right here, and I thought this one would look good. It doesn't. So I ordered a replacement. I let them know that it'll just be a couple more days, and hopefully they're fine with that. So I'll be shipping that one out on Monday. But last night I did get an order for some of the Posca marker holders, so I went ahead and did a print for that, as well as, it's not quite for 3D printing, but I'm going to be selling this binder of cards that I've actually had on eBay for a while, and it just so happened to sell finally. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Tomorrow is just going to be a farmer's market, so we'll see how we do, and I will let you know how things go there. All right, this is us at the Gastonia Farmer's Market. As you can see, I'm using my new shelf for the dragons. And this is our setup. All right, I'm back from the farmer's market. It's the end of the day on Saturday and the end of the week. We ended up doing decent at the farmer's market. For the farmer's market, we did sell 3 mystery eggs, almost all of our small dragons. I think the placement of how I had the dragons, the medium-sized ones were not really in sight, so I think that's why some of those didn't go. And just kind of a few odd and ends here and there. Overall, it was pretty successful. I did line up 2 custom orders that I'm going to be getting printed for the next farmer's market, so that's pretty good there. I'll collect those at pickup. But yeah, so for the farmer's market, I made $202 in cash and $104 in debit, so that's $306. So not too bad for the farmer's market. I normally get anywhere from $240 to $340 at the farmer's markets for the time that I've been doing it. So, you know, pretty good. And it's only a $10 farmer's market, so that's substantially easier. As far as Etsy orders for the week, I'm wrapping up this last order here, and I'll be shipping that out on Monday. But I had 5 orders. We had the Lego thing, we had a Posca marker, we had a initiative tracker, a red, white, and blue flag can koozie that I have. And some baby cows. So that was a total of $67 for the 5 orders. So that puts our total for the week at $371.04. Not too bad. Not a bad week at all. My orders were a little down, but I also noticed I didn't have any sales going on. So there is that. Still haven't gotten really much picked up on my Shopify. I really need to work on kind of marketing that a bit more. I'm working on it, but not quite there yet. As far as what I'm printing, I haven't printed much today just because I've been gone most of the day. But I did start this before I left. This is for a wireless mouse that I'm going to be printing because my other one got lost. So I already had the kit for it, so we're going to test that out and see how it goes. And then we just have the order right over here. Otherwise, point this out. Pikachu's tail, it had gotten damaged at the festival last week, but I thought I had fixed it with glue. Looks like it wasn't enough because it popped off in the middle of the farmer's market. So I think I'm gonna have to. It's glued in there, so I'm gonna try to put some acetone in there to break up the glue. I'll probably have to sand it out because acetone will damage the PLA, and see if I can get it fixed up. If not, I'll have to see about reprinting something. Oh, that is something. Someone did ask me, a friend of mine, and I might be doing it. He had seen my life-size Pikachu. He wants to see about Christmas time, me possibly printing him a life-size Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. So I might be on the lookout for some files. If you guys have seen any life-size models for any of the other ones besides the Pikachu, that's a good print. I'd love for you to send it my way. Past that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I appreciate you guys watching until the end. And if you guys have any feedback for anything that you've seen, or if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Next week, I do have another farmer's market that I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be focusing, last week I kind of focused on the dragons and eggs. This week, I'm going to be focusing on just replenishing my stock on some of my items that I pulled out right here. Which will be a lot easier since we have another colored printer. So we'll see. Hopefully if I get everything restocked, then the following week I'm going to probably look at doing a few custom projects and kind of see if we can do something more fun versus products. But we'll see. I'm rambling at this point. Thank you guys for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, please leave a like and a comment. I appreciate any feedback you guys give. Thank you.